has truly been a year unlike any other. We've been able to see 2020 be a record-breaking year in signing new business. We saw 2020 at the start of the pandemic, pretty scary environment, as many of our retail customers were shutting down, stores were getting closed. We really weren't sure how the rest of the year would look. On the dedicated fleet side, though, as capacity started to tighten throughout the course of the year and rates started to increase, it definitely resulted in an increased demand for customers looking to buy asset-based transportation services. So as we sit here in December, we're also optimistic about next year. I think in the past year, we realized that there is going to be continued increased demand for dedicated fleets, and we're excited about finding those opportunities to grow. As the omni-channel continues to evolve, customers are buying in different ways. What used to be purchased at the store now can be purchased online and pick up at curb. So capacity has changed, and we've seen some customers in the CPG environment where their shipments have skyrocketed. Inventories are turning much quicker, requiring more deliveries out in the market. So I think from our perspective, the business continues to evolve and change, and we're going to remain flexible to provide that consistent value in their supply chain. I think shippers struggling to identify or be predictable about what consumer demand was going to look like. How much inventory did they need to store in their supply chain in order to meet customer ordering patterns? I think shippers struggled with knowing, is the store going to be open? Is a customer going to order online? Do they deploy more inventory, running out of inventory? Lost sale opportunities. I think shippers really focused on trying to figure out how not to miss the sale. So for some customers and shippers, it was a matter of trying to survive during the pandemic. For other shippers, it was about how do I meet demand and have enough inventory where it needs to be. I think as we come out of this 2020 period of uncertainty and a vaccine comes into play, I think shippers will be able to get back to a more normal ordering pattern and timing in their cycle for servicing their customers. So I think creating consistent capacity, being able to provide those customers service. So in asset-based transportation, we really focus on hitting those delivery windows, providing that customer engagement model at even a store level or a plant or a distribution center. But in asset-based transportation, it's definitely about putting an environment together for the customer, for the shipper, where they know their goods are going to be delivered on time every time. So asset-based transportation, has really provided an environment for our customers where those goods are going to get from origin point to destination every day, on time, every time. The grocery segment's been interesting. We handle a large majority of our dedicated fleet business is in that vertical. Consumers were unable to go out to dinner for most of this year. Consumers were unable to travel. So we saw some dip in activity in the food service industry of our business. At the same point, in the grocery vertical, people were home. They were cooking for themselves. They were having to go out and purchase those groceries. So business exploded. And NFI was able to rise to the challenge. We were able to make more deliveries more frequently, surge capacity to meet demand. As capacity rose, so did rates. Dedicated fleets became more appealing to shippers looking to get consistent service and cost in their supply chain. I think for 2021, we're going to anticipate capacity remaining tight, which will make dedicated fleets even more appealing. A constant discussion for us every day is where are we going to source and recruit new drivers? We just continue to be extremely focused. The driver population is getting older and the demand has never been greater, and the shippers need service. So 2020 is going to set up NFI for tremendous opportunity next year. There was definitely a surge in the food and grocery markets, as well as in our CPG verticals. Companies that were manufacturing essential goods saw a surge in volume. I think that we will continue as we come out of this pandemic, that there'll be an opportunity for NFI to grow more in new segments. The future is very bright for asset-based transportation.